G'day, ladies and gents, and welcome back to War Thunder. It has been a while, but I am sort of back. So, yeah, we're going to have a look at the CL-13 Mark 6. This particular plane, honestly, I feel, has been slept on by just about everyone. Everyone seems to think that it's just a regular CL-13. And sure, the regular CL-13, being the CL-13A Mark 5, is actually fairly decent, and has always been one of the frontrunners when it comes to sabers. However, this particular monster, is honestly something special. There's just something different about the CL-13 Mark 6 that sets it apart from all of the others. And it's not just the AIM-9s. The CL-13B has a really powerful engine, giving it basically similar top speeds to the Hunter, with the light airframe, decent roll rate, decent stall characteristics. It is basically, if you think about it, a fat F2 Sabre, or a fat F-25 Sabre rather, with those 50 caliber machine guns. Of course, it also has two AIM-9Bs to boot, and whilst those are somewhat useful against certain running enemies that turn don't seem to get that much of, you don't seem to get that much mileage out of them, rather. Now, as you can see in this particular game, I'm up against MiG-21s, I'll be up against the F-100, the T-2. The CL-13 is an extremely good plane, but at this tier, it is not at the exact advantage that it is at a 9.3 or a 9.7 match. But it doesn't matter, because to me, in my opinion, the CL-13B is the perfect 9.3 jet. And I say that a lot. I say, best in class of this, or, most enjoyable, or something like that. And I do like to showcase those sort of standouts, if you will. But for me, the CL-13, whether it just adapts to my playstyle, whether it is one of those planes that you can always count on to do well, whether it's just because it pulls so much energy, whether it's because it's a Sabre, I don't think it matters. I think, in my opinion, that the CL-13 is the best 9.3. It just suits me, and the way it plays tends to suit the meta quite well. I will explain in a little bit, but as you can see, that's a MiG-21 being chased by an F-86K, and the T2 and the MiG-21 are deciding that they want to join in. F-100 is also looking at a juicy snack, and there's a MiG-21 up and above me. I wanted to try and help that MiG-21, but one of the downsides of being at this battle rating and being fully up-tiered is that you don't have the speed. Now that's fine, because I do have one thing that is extremely valuable, especially against MiG-21s, and that is low speed turning. This MiG-21 is deciding that he wants to tussle a little bit, so I'm going to go for some shots. I'm going to miss. And you're going to see this a little bit. I am quite rusty in this clip, and I also have some issues of the Australian internet kind, so do go easy on me. As you can see, this MiG-21 is actually starting to cut inside me, and you can see that he's, kind of winning that. So you know what? That's kind of annoying. You can see he's going to chop in once more, but if I can get him to a speed that is low enough, say 300 kilometers per hour, he'll absolutely fall out of the sky, and there's nothing that he'll be able to do. He's realized that he can't quite sustain a dogfight against me with all these numbers around. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let him chase the MiG-19, and hopefully he'll come in again for another pass, and that's exactly what he's done. I'm going to go for some shots, but I get some sparks due to my unstable ping. Fun times with the Australian internet. So, going up into the vertical to try and store that energy, I see a T2 coming in, and I'm going to go for the quick head-on. I don't really recommend that. Again, I spark, which is very frustrating for me. I don't think this is an issue that Gaijin can necessarily fix. I think it is more based on someone's internet. When I was up in Newcastle, I did not have any issues with my sparks, no ping stability issues, nothing like that. I had very good internet, but now I am back in Sydney, so Yeah, fun times with ADSL internet. And MiG-21s, of course. But you know what? If you're going to turn in front of me like that, I'm going to miss. Because I'm a nice guy like that. F-86K. Now, the F-86K is heavier than the CL-13 by quite a bit. And whilst it has an afterburner, it's not going to save you from those 50 cals. Now, these 50 cals, I think, are the perfect weapon for the CL-13. Because in the way a CL-13 fights, it fights with its energy advantage. It does not fight with its speed like a Hunter does, it fights with its energy advantage, meaning its ability to convert altitude into speed and speed into altitude. What you want to do is you want to energy trap your opponents. You want to slowly work them down. You want to do certain turns that minimize your energy loss and maximize theirs. Things like fully vertical maneuvers are really, really bad for this, and planes that don't have as good energy retention will find that they end up in a situation like this Hunter. Itondar is coming in, and honestly, this plane makes me really sad. I really, really hate having to do this. I'm sorry, little one, but that's an AIM-9B to the face, and obviously enough to kill him. Missile gets launched my way, but 20 Gs at it ain't gonna happen, Chief. Sorry, not with the speeds that the missile has built up within a kilometer. It needs a bit more to waste that away and get that advantage out. And you can see that now I'm starting to get low on ammunition, and my ping. Hello. Well, that's 4. That's 4 really, really nice kills just from playing myself properly, not losing all my speed, but not exactly playing exactly straight. You want to play this plane like an energy fighter. You want to realize that you are more engine than floaty wings, if you will. And that's the beauty of the CL-13. You can get these situations where you will absolutely smash everything just because you can hold energy above every other 9.0 just as well. Even the Hunter, was it the FGA-9? The premium one, basically. You can hold energy with an FGA. And just because it will outrun you doesn't mean that you are helpless without it, because you also have the AIM-9s. Here, I go for my 5th kill, and the T2, oh my lord, what an absolute play by the T2. I'm speechless. I'm frustrated, but I'm speechless. I wanted my ace, okay? Well, since the T2 is going to play Chasey Chasey Catchy Catchy, I am going to play Go to Base and Rearm. So, because he doesn't want to play like that, I'm going to get out of there. But the CL-13 is honestly really, really nice. So, I just wanted to show you this bit here. Skip ahead a little bit, and I go to land. Now, the CL-13 does not like any speed above 350 or 320 kilometers per hour for landing. So I'm going to, swing it around a little bit, use some maneuvers, and you can see I'm just about to dip below. I deploy my flaps and my landing gear, and just as I'm about to come in for that beautiful touchdown, I get clipped by the bloody Shenyang. Oh, I'm so mad. It makes me so upset. I could have had a nice ace, but it's okay. There's other matches to get aces in, I suppose. But, unfortunate times. Well, anyway, we'll move on to a little bit more of a couple of other clips, and I'll just sort of wrap things up. So the CL-13 for me seems to be really, really good at energy fighting. It seems to hold its capabilities really well. The AIM-9Bs are really, really helpful in just, either taking out a bomber, taking out someone who is trying to run away from you, or collecting someone who is too slow for you to waste gun time and maneuvering on. The CL-13 for me embodies the perfect energy fighting playstyle. You work your enemy down before finishing them off because they're slow, and of course you don't really need big heavy guns with hard hitting potential. You can settle with 50 cals, and because you have so much ammunition, you can concentrate your fire in little bursts on slow opponents. And that, for me, is where the CL-13 really, really shines. Just in its pure ability to just dominate over other planes. As for G91YS, Shenyang F5, F-86Ks, Itondar, and the J-32, it can hold up against them, but you will have to sort of try and keep a bit more speed and rely a little bit more on the AIM-9s. So, maybe fire them at 700 meters instead of 1,000 or something like that. Try and close that energy gap because the CL-13 is really good at that. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.